and he died brave, exchanging gunfire with a grocer. Ma was likely in her 70s somewheres, but in those days in backwoods Missouri, such inconsequential things as getting born weren't well kept track of. Her girlish figure had long since become a memory under a succession of colorful moo-moos, floral mostly. What had once jiggled now undulated like water about to come to a boil. Short, sexy curls were now a frizzy gray skullcap. For years she had lived with Coleman and his son and daughter, dumb as a stump Lyle and jailbait baby doll Cindy Lou. 6 months ago, the boy's butchered body turned up in a ditch a few miles from this house, and the girl was off in Hollywood making dirty movies, if family gossip was to be believed. To Ma, that was a step up from just giving it away. What blew things to hell and gone was Coleman's scheme to blackmail former accomplice Nolan into helping loot a big shopping mall in Davenport, Iowa. In a nursing home at the time, Ma was only on the fringes of the thing, but Cole had spoke to her about it, grinning that grin so much like hers, proud of what he was cooking up. Such a handsome boy with that snow-white hair, full head of it, too. He'd been visiting her at Sunny Acres, an assisted care facility in Jefferson City. She'd not been a resident, though, just recovering there from hip surgery, having taken a fall in the parking lot outside the Golden Spike Bar and Grill. Cole had bought her a new hip, a plastic one. That was just the kind of son he was, even if she sometimes cursed him for that hip when it rained bad and got sore as a boil. "Why didn't you just let me die, you dumb son of a bitch," she would say even now. But then she'd smile to herself, thinking how much she loved him, how much she missed him. She knew that bastard Nolan, who years ago had done a few jobs with Sam and Cole, had killed her firstborn, and now likely her middle boy, too. Cole's mall score didn't come off, and everybody connected with it either run for the hills or was dead. In the aftermath, somebody had killed Lyle, likely right here in this house when he got back home, judging by the blood spatter left behind like a grisly fuck you. Probably that was Nolan, too. Nothing worse than a goddamn reformed crook. Mabel Winifred Comfort wanted nothing else out of this life but resolution of what was done to Coleman. Well, resolution and continued comfort. She ate well, having groceries delivered, and she ordered off Home Shopping Network all kinds of goodies, beauty products and exercise machines and jewelry, most of which remained in their boxes, stacked in the downstairs spare bedroom. Her barn was filled with boxes, too, of such items as microwave ovens and VCRs, and TVs from tiny to big, and cigarettes and booze, and various other things, and stuff that made life worth living, or at least ways tolerable. These were items she bought, but not from Home Shopping. Ma had taken over her late son Coleman's fencing operation, buying and selling, dealing only in cold hard cash. Jars and shoeboxes of the stuff were squirreled around the place, which was hers now, not that any deed said so. Daniel had moved her in maybe a month after Coleman disappeared off the face of God's good earth. She hadn't seen him since, though it was only a 2-hour drive. He did talk to her on the phone once a month. Big of him. Always a disappointment to her. Daniel, at 45 the youngest, was kind of a black sheep, or maybe in the Comfort family more white one. He got himself some kind of 2-year degree in accounting from a junior college, and then a job as a bank teller. He weaseled his way up over the years to loan officer in a bank in O'Fallon, a suburb of St. Louis. And he never once used that position to help Cole or any of the Comforts rob the goddamn fucking place. What kind of boy had she raised anyway? Did the wolves switch her baby for a lamb? He didn't even use the name Comfort. He was Daniel Clifford, legally. It was like he was ashamed of his own kin. Of course, the Comforts had made the papers in Missouri, over the years, time to time, and that might be the why. Benefit of the doubt. She kept the place tidy, or rather the colored girl who came in once a month did. That gal was about due, because right now the kitchen sink and counter were